All right, so the coin we are covering today is Arweave, or the AR token, which is one of my favorite projects that I believe is incredibly undervalued right now and could prove to be the bear market darling, similar to how Chainlink outperformed the market in the previous bear market or crypto winter or whatever you want to call this time of our lives that we're living in right now. But if you aren't familiar with Arweave and what they do, they are a decentralized storage network that offers permanent data storage for a one-time fee using their AR token. They describe themselves as basically a collectively owned hard drive that never forgets. The team is really impressive, and the backers, which include A16Z and Coinbase Ventures, are even more impressive. Sam Williams and William Jones, the co founders, came up with the idea during the 2016 election when the term fake news was gaining prominence, and they thought that the world needed a decentralized kind of wayback machine to store all the world's articles and data and images and videos and more that couldn't be modified or taken down for all of eternity. And now eternity is a long time when discussing a crypto project that's only been around for 4 years, but they certainly have the right VCs and backers behind them for a project with such a long time frame. Outlook and mission. One thing we have to be careful of in bear markets like these, or really in any type of VC fueled market, is the worry that the smart hands will eventually become weak hands when their LPs and investors start asking for redemptions. But luckily for Arweave, A16Z and Coinbase Ventures historically have by far been the strongest hands. A16Z even makes their investors agree to, I believe it's a 10-year lockup in most cases. And their last round, Arweave's last funding round with A16Z is not really that much lower of a valuation than where we even sit today at a fully diluted valuation of 835 million and a token price of $12.66 at the time of this recording. That puts them in the number 83rd spot on CoinGecko. So this is a project or a coin that was $89, almost $90 just 7 months ago. So it's come down quite a bit. And a whole lot of people were very bullish on Arweave, even at $89. Their circulating market cap, for those of you who are interested is 630 million. But I'm going to make an effort to only report fully diluted values moving forward, because really that's all that really matters and what we should be looking at. And that is 835 million. Their biggest competitor in the space, obviously, is Filecoin. Filecoin currently still has a $14.5 billion fully diluted value. So Arweave to Filecoin's a 17x from where Arweave is now. And I would be, not financial advice. None of this is financial advice, all for entertainment purposes, yada, yada, etc. But me personally, I would be investing in Arweave every day of the week over Filecoin, that is 17x its valuation right now. But yeah, they've taken on $22 million in funding from A16Z, Coinbase, Multicoin, and a couple others. And in terms of the production on the network, it's been really incredible over the last year, a few months, especially with Solana using Arweave for all of their transactions, and especially with the growth of the NFT space within Solana. And just last week, Arweave had 39% more transactions than any prior week, and they had over 8 terabytes of data retrieved, which really is the most important piece of data, because that really shows that the network's really being used for its intended purpose of retrieving that data. But yeah, at this point, in the market, we don't know how long the crypto winter is going to go on, how long this bear market will be. I think you have to be in the mindset that you hope your favorite projects like Arweave go down even further. If it's $12 now and it's $9 next week or something, you should see that as a good thing, because you're able to DCA or invest in the project at lower valuations. And I think we should be taking the same outlook that institutional investors and the smart money take. The Kathy Woods, who are buying into Coinbase at certainly a much lower valuation than she could have, 6 months ago. And people like Sam Bankman-Fried are gobbling up 7 or 8% of all of Robinhood stock. When just 6 months ago, for the same investment, he would get less than 1% of a Robinhood. But yeah, I think Arweave, I think is a project that can really grow in this next cycle, and kind of the same way that everyone discovered that they need Chainlink for oracles. I think a lot of these projects are going to need Arweave for their data storage, and there's even been some hints by Vitalik Buterin for the purge for the Ethereum 2.0. When they get to the purge part of that process, they're going to need a data storage provider because they're going to be purging all data that's over a year old. I believe is the exact full term of that. So they're going to have to rely on either a Filecoin or an Arweave or all of those in the space. We've seen how that transaction volume has really helped Arweave by being adopted by Solana and others. But I think that could be hugely bullish for them as we get to that purge part of the Ethereum mainnet move. But anyway, yeah, that's Arweave where we're looking at it right now. Let me know if you guys are holding Arweave, what your thoughts are on Arweave and the AR token, and where you guys think we are in this bear market. I think possibly, my predictions. I think we could go down to 25K. I think again, I think you have to be in the mindset if it goes down to 25K or 20K, that's a good thing. You can get more Bitcoin, you can get more Arweave at cheaper prices, and that's always a good thing. But yeah, Arweave is very interesting because I believe it's only on crypto.com for US investors, which is weird because Coinbase Ventures is basically listing just about every token under the sun. You would think Arweave would certainly be on Coinbase, but that could be potential catalyst in the future. And then they also have some big catalysts coming in June and July with the perma-swap and a few other things going live with Arweave. But yeah, very exciting project. At this point, I'm kind of babbling, kind of out of practice. Haven't done a podcast for a little over a week. Was going on vacation, and yeah, the work life is just getting to me. But hopefully in August we'll be doing kind of an early retirement, and then we'll be able to do one every day, hopefully. But anyway, you guys check out the Crypto Overnighter if you guys have not checked him out. Love that show. Big fan of that show. It goes on every night at 10 p.m. Does like an overview of the whole market. But yeah, go check out that podcast too if you guys want to get some more crypto news. And yeah, check out the BlockFi card down below if you haven't gotten that yet. Always supporting projects that are not projects but clients that are advertisers that I use, and I use the BlockFi card every single day of my life. I just love stacking those satoshis, getting that 1.5 to 3% back in APY. And yeah, I will be back probably tomorrow with another coin review. And you guys have a good weekend. I am completely babbling at this point. Going to hit stop record and leave you guys alone. Bye bye.